All right, time now here on InWheelTime for Jeff's feature this week, drawbacks to owning a classic car.
Yeah, owning a classic car can be a dream come true for many enthusiasts, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. So the first thing that comes to mind is high maintenance costs. Owning a classic car often involves higher maintenance costs. Parts can be rare and expensive, and finding a mechanic experienced in working on it is challenging as well. So regular maintenance tasks such as oil changes, brakes adjustments, carburetor tuning, and all of that is costly, so you got high maintenance cost. Limited availability of those parts. Finding replacement parts for a classic car can be difficult due to their age, Don, and rarity. Many parts are no longer in production. Owners may need to source them from specialty suppliers, salvage yards, or other collectors. Get on the network and find out what's going on that way. So parts are a problem. Lack of modern safety features. Classic cars lack that safety feature parts of the interior and why you want to do that. Airbags, anti-lock brakes, traction control, and advanced driver assistance systems are no longer available, and some of those are just non-existent. The absence of these can be more dangerous to drive, especially in the event of an accident. So beyond that, how are you going to store it? Well, storage requirements. Proper storage is crucial for preventing a classic car's condition. Preserving, I should say, a classic car's condition. These vehicles often require a climate-controlled environment to prevent rust, mold, and other forms of deterioration.
Rot,
and you've got animals, creatures, and rodents and things like that, depending on where you store it. So be careful of that. Invest in specialized storage if you can. Next one would be reliability. If you got reliability issues,
is that a Renault? That's a Renault.
No, I think that's it could be.
It's a Renault.
It used to be a Renault. And I think it's like scrap now. Reliability of classic cars can be unpredictable due to their age and the potential for worn and outdated components. Vehicles may experience frequent breakdowns, especially if you're on tour, or you're on a road, or you're at a car function and you break down. How embarrassing is that? The next would be vulnerability to theft. Classic cars can be attractive targets for thieves due to their high value and demand.
And the ease of stealing one.
Exactly. Owners need to invest in additional security measures such as alarms, tracking systems, secure storage area facilities to protect their investment. So beyond that, Michael, you've got high depreciation risks. You got lack of comfort in those vehicles. Are you driving it? Does the seat have cushion in it? Are you taking a date out for a nice cruise? The difficulty of finding a mechanic. Do you know a guy? Is it a guy that knows a guy, or is it a neighbor or something like that, or a professional repair
Or are you going to
facility?
be the moron know-it-all?
Poor handling. I mean, you got the proper tires, you got the proper suspension. Are you going to take it on long runs? Those are all to be considered as well. Legal and registration aspects. How do you register it?
How do you insure it?
Yeah. How do you insure it? So all of those can be an issue, so be careful because hot rod season's coming up. Once we get past the first of the year, it's no holds barred. Let's get it done again.
Well, I have to tell you that when I decided that I was going to get in the show car business and get the 77 Corvette that I had driven for 2-3 years off the road and give it $1 million paint job and redo the interior with only 35,000 miles on it.
Ouch.
I was looking for a car to drive. Well, my moronic self decided that he was going to go for the 56 or 57 Chevy pickup truck, half-ton.
Oh.
That was basically a resto mod. And one of the mechanics over at Richardson Chevrolet had dropped a small block V8 in it, had an automatic transmission, 3-speed automatic transmission in it. It had been painted not quite root beer brown, but as dark brown. You don't ever buy a brown car.
Whoa.
Don't.
I had a Cutlass that was brown. It was chestnut brown from Cadillac paint.
Chestnut brown.
And it was gorgeous.
Okay. Well, you stay with that then.
Yeah, you keep that.
Your brown car. I'm not buying any brown cars ever again. It's kind of like buying a green race car. No. Ain't going to happen. Anyway, I bought this thing. So it's, had all the bugs worked out of it. Baloney, it did not. It was a total pain in my side. I spent more time keeping that truck running for me to get back and forth to work in than I did with the Corvette.
Yeah.
It was a pain.
But you wanted it. It was at the
time,
it
looked cool.
It was a dream car at the time.
No, it wasn't a dream car. It was a fill the gap car.
Gotcha.
That's all it was.
I've had a couple of those.
Mr. Mars has put together something special for all of us.
Something special.
Because I bet everybody has their own story about one of the 5 worst cars ever made. I don't know why you just narrowed it down to 5.
Well, because of time. I just figured time because it's so subjective as to what's good, what's bad, and what's the worst and what's the best. So this is just 5 of the ones that you can put a little data behind to say that this is one of the worst vehicles. And for example, one that comes to mind real quick and easy is the Ford Pinto. It was manufactured from 1971 to 1980.
It was a very popular car, and they sold a bajillion of them.
Mm-hmm.
They really did. They sold, in fact, the first year they sold 220,000.
Is that rust?
And then they recalled every one of them.
Well,
I think they used to call them exploders. I think
they did. But before that, they had the gas fumes got into the cab or the passenger compartment, and that was the reason they had to recall all of them. But it came in 3 models, and it blew up a lot, and it was
only if you hit it.
True. And had a lot of recalls, and it was a big problem for Ford, so they quit manufacturing that.
There's mine.
The Vega, the
Ladies
Chevy Vega.
And gentlemen, I had 2 of them.
Did you?
I did. I had a 72, and then I went all into a 74.
You know, I really always liked the way those look. Look like a baby Camaro or something.
Yeah.
And, they never did really come with a lot of big power or anything. It was just kind of stylish, but they had a tendency to break down a lot. They had overheating problems. Yep. The aluminum engine was part of the problem. It just would get too hot.
Didn't they have a Copo version of that?
They had a Cosworth version.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a hot rod.
Yep.
They sold over 2 million of these vehicles, and most of them
I was one of the morons that bought them, but I never had a problem with mine.
Yeah, they made great. I mean, I thought that was really cool, the ones that did the V8 conversion, and particularly the little wagon. It just looked really cool. But another one that was out there that really didn't do so well was the AMC Gremlin. Had a kind of a quirky design to it, kind of boxy. But it also had reliability issues, and it didn't really run very fast. It didn't even sell very good. It was made from 1970 to 1978. They only sold 671,000 of those vehicles total. So it just, it just didn't turn out to be very popular, although they make some pretty good hot rods right now.
Yeah, they do.
Then, the one your favorite probably, Don, is the Corvair.
Oh, God. Not the first model.
No, not the first model. I mean, they were built from 1960 to 1969. So the first ones came out with a flat 6 at 80 horsepower. It was under $2,400 to buy this thing.
Hold me back.
And but
that was to compete with the Volkswagen Beetle.
Absolutely. And of course, they sold 1.8 million of them during that whole time. But really, what really hurt it was the Ralph Nader's book, Unsafe at Any Speed, where he went into why it would lose control, the rear engine, the swing axle. A lot of these things that, even though they fixed some of them, the car just kind of faded away. And then whenever you get down to this one, I think this one really died because it was just so ugly. The Pontiac Aztek, built from 2001 to 2005. It was actually the first midsize SUV CUV that came to market. It had a V6 with a 4-speed automatic, and they marketed it as a sport recreational vehicle. And some of the advertisements had tents and had places you could put your bikes and your canoes and snowboards. It even had a 2-piece tailgate that had cup holders on it for tailgating. Part of that whole get it, the family, and get out and get busy type thing. And basically, though, it was just plain ugly. And there's some more out there, but I thought that was a good place to start.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, please do. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. Back after these brief messages.